Nithin, what about you? How do you look at social media and your presence there? And we'll talk a little bit about diving into specifics as well.
Yeah. So in 2011, we got this first feature on Times in Economic Times. They spoke about discount broking and they said, "Oh, here's Zerodha doing it from Bangalore," and our business went like 3x immediately. I mean, this was a small base. We were opening some 200, 300 accounts a month. We started opening like 500, 600 accounts. And for me, the realization was, there's a lot of power in the press. And so we hired a PR agency and I started doing India Darshan, like go meet journalists, like one city to the other. Then we realized journalists didn't want to catch up with you, like without a reason. So, and also at that point of time, we were trying to, see the big problem in the business of money for most startups is credibility, right? As in credibility, right? How do you get, see the thing is we are almost like a bank. So today customers keep their money and securities with us. So you need to build that trust, right? And that's very hard, right? I mean, and especially harder, back then when we were saying we are much lower cost than everyone else because people associate low cost with bad quality and scam and etc., right? So we also started setting up offices in different parts of the country, like partner offices. And we used to use every partner office launch as an opportunity to do PR in that city. And it was working. So I used to spend at least 2-3 hours a day talking with journalists, I think for like at least 5 years straight. And I think around 2017-18 is when we started seeing the waning power of the press, the traditional media, right? As in, people had, I think there was when people were transitioning from reading physical paper to maybe consuming on social media, right? So I was actually a very late entrant to the, I think my Twitter, I actually went live only in 2019. LinkedIn, I used to randomly share stuff in 2018, etc. I think actively I started posting in 2019 because I think the realization was that you have to be in control. I'm a storyteller in a way, right? As in, and
for the brand,
for the company, right? As in, as CEO, my job is that I need to put the word out there. And I realized then that maybe I was very late to realize. I should have probably realized this earlier, that we need to be in control of the narrative, right? Because a lot of times, so spend a lot of so many hours talking to a journalist, and then the journalist write an article, and I'm like, what is this? I mean, this is not what I said, right? As in, it took so much effort. So I think we were blogging as Zerodha right from day one, but 2018-19 is when I realized that we need to do this. I don't consume any content on social media. In the sense, I am mostly fire and forget because.
So you don't engage much?
Never. I mean, you will never see me respond to a person and say, you're wrong or right. And because I know it's a rabbit hole you don't want to get into, right? As in, I don't even look what someone comments. If there's, there is a team in the office that looks at all our feeds. And
so tell us a bit about that, the frequency, the filters, and before you put out, and what are some of the do's and don'ts that you've learned over the years?
I mean, the thing is, while I say it's for the business, the problem in social media is, all these likes, retweets, whatever, it gives you dopamine hits. There is no doubt about it. So a lot of times the question, am I in it? Do I give a business as an excuse to actually be posting stuff, right? As in, right? Because it is, I mean, at the end of the day, you like it. I mean, something I said got so much likes. Now the problem is you have automatically benchmarked. The next thing you say, anything lesser than that feels like it's not a successful post.
Does it work? Does it work like that for you?
I mean, not for me. I mean, everyone. If someone's saying no, I mean, he's faking it. Or he or she, right? As in, that's how humans are. I mean, someone has to be Guruji types, to not get affected by this.
You had to fight that?
Instincts, absolutely. As in, it is I've realized that every time I'm on a holiday, I tend to be saying more because I'm already feeling a little guilty that I'm on holiday and not working. So I tend, if you see frequency of my posts are higher, you know that I'm probably on a holiday around that time.
Okay.
So in office, there are two folks who have complete control. So I usually, when I have to say something, I draft it on a Google Doc. I sleep over it for a bit. And then I share it with and I question all of this. Oh, am I doing it for dopamine? Am I doing it for real reason, etc.?
And then he tweets about his six packs. So clearly that's working, that strategy.
Yeah, that day I did it on a tequila, by the way. So that's it.
On his birthday, he's allowed, huh?
No, we were all together, So, we were all together in my house, and I had this photo from the morning.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, it's gonna be Wayne, I'm posting this, But then one tequila down, and then, we're like...
You posted it, and you didn't have those two people filtering it.
That day, the thing is, this debate was running through the day, right? As in, we were like, the thing is, see, the problem is this, right? In social media, if you want to, if once you get into this optimizing for the outcome, which is you're trying to build a personality certain way on social media, then you're all your choices are based on that, right? As in, you want to be showing some personal side of yourself, right? If you're just saying business,
no traction.
No one cares about it. After a while, you become a boring feed. Now, you want your feed to be interesting, right? So you have to show some personal side of yours once in a while, right? Otherwise, I'm thinking, why would I care about? I'm thinking, if Malini is my user, she's looking at my feed. I have to say something which is apart from just what broking business is, what entrepreneurship is.
For stories like this, keep following us. From Code to Culture, our podcast. Subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media.